Breaking news, the Atlanta Falcons are making massive waves ahead of their Week 8 matchup against the Miami Dolphins, and this news is probably the biggest of the season for the Atlanta Falcons. Now, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, veteran quarterback Kirk Cousins is highly likely to start on Sunday, with Michael Penix Jr. being sidelined due to a bone bruise in his left knee. Now, at first glance, it may feel like just another backup quarterback trying to get in and trying to get a win, but this moment is much bigger than that. This game and this decision could reshape the Falcons' organization, one, their entire season, and possibly their future. So let's break down what's really at stake with a Kirk Cousins start tomorrow. Now, this game, like I just said, is more than a Week 8 start. It could be Kirk Cousins' audition to the rest of the NFL. And with the trade deadline looming on November 4th, his performance could dictate not only the Falcons' future, but his future. Now, if he plays well, his stock skyrockets. Teams desperate for QB help could be willing to part ways with valuable draft capital for him, and this in turn could give the Falcons future flexibility and future resources. Also, if he does well, this could be his shot to secure his next team and his next contract, and hopefully that'll be it for him. Next team, next contract, hopefully he can win a Super Bowl, but this would give him a better opportunity to do that. Because right now, I don't know if he's going to play next year. But on the flip side, if he struggles, Atlanta could be stuck holding on to a depreciating asset, one that's going to be pretty much impossible to move before the deadline. So this is more than just a Sunday game. It's about whether Cousins finishes the year in Atlanta or ends up wearing another jersey by next week. Now, number two big thing that is about this start, that happens with this start, the Falcons' playoffs hopes are at stake right now. Now, at 3-3, the Falcons are still in the thick of it with the NFC playoff matchups and NFC playoff race. But every single game matters. If Kirk Cousins delivers a win against Miami, it keeps Atlanta firmly in the hunt and prove that this roster can overcome adversity and be a playoff team. But a loss, that will drop the Falcons to 3-4. And with playoff dreams starting to slip away, the pressure goes directly to Raheem Morris, and that seat gets extremely hot for him and his staff. So this isn't just about winning the game, like I mentioned on Sunday. This is about survival and making a playoff push in the NFC, which is still very, very, very possible. Now, the third thing is at stake is Zac Robinson's offense. Right now, we know Zac Robinson's offense is underneath a microscope, and this is a big storyline that simply cannot be ignored. But I will say this, if Cousins thrives in Robinson's scheme, it does kind of validate this offense a little bit. It shows fans that this system can work, and that turns the page to maybe the development of Michael Penix Jr. is the next step. And it gives this offensive staff some time from a fan's perspective to say, okay, the offense is good. We just need to wait for Michael Penix to develop. But if this offense sputters again, all eyes will turn to Zac Robinson. The questions about his play calling and adaptability will get louder and louder and louder. I will say this game could answer a huge question for Zac Robinson. Is it Michael Penix Jr. and his growing pains, or is there a deeper problem with his offensive design? To be completely honest, I think Zac Robinson is at like a lose-lose right now, because what if the Falcons come in and win, but the offense sucks? Zac Robinson could be out of a job. But what if the Falcons come in and lose and the offense sucks? Zac Robinson will be out of a job. The only best scenario for Zac Robinson is this offense to look amazing with Kirk Cousins, because then that validates his offense. Then they kind of, I hate to say this, but the tide will turn to Michael Penix and his development rather than Zac Robinson being a terrible coach. Regardless, that's what's at stake right now. So here's my final thoughts with the Sunday matchup against the Miami Dolphins, which is no ordinary Week 8 game. It's a big crossroad moment for the Atlanta Falcons. For Cousins, it's a chance to prove that he still has it. and maybe even boost his trade value. For the Falcons, it's a must-win to keep playoff hopes alive, and for Zac Robinson, it's a test to his entire offensive philosophy. Now, kickoff is set for 1 p.m. inside Mercedes-Benz. Unfortunately, the roof is going to be closed. I would love for it to be open, but it's going to be closed. So we will see what happens in this game, which in turn could define the rest of the season for the Atlanta Falcons. But first, drop your thoughts in the comments. Let me know, how do you think Kirk Cousins will do in his first start this season? Will he go out there and kill it? And if he does, then it's going to be a lot of questions following that. But if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And if you want to see more videos like this, check this one out right here. And like always, peace.